Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at quantum eMotion. This was a stock analysis request from one of the followers, and I wanted to let you know that anyone can make these requests and I'll most likely cover them, especially if there is an actionable trade setup to follow. And on this chart we are tracking a quite interesting structure, so there has been quite a significant downtrend overall that could have even been considered an initial 5-wave move to the downside, but since we managed to break above the all-time high, yet the previous all-time high, this interpretation is not really applicable anymore, and we are going to focus specifically on an uptrend that would continue on this chart. And from the all-time low, we have a couple of patterns we could track. So I could realistically even consider this to be a series of 1-2 setups that have played out, and even internally here, additional 1-2, 1-2 setup, and a third wave that would be developing here to the upside. But realistically, I could also consider this to be a larger ABC movement, and in all of these interpretations, there are some levels of confluence, there are some ideas that are in confluence, and even now there are still other interpretations that I did not bring up, but the main focus will remain that at the moment we will be attempting to track an impulse to form within this area, which would be expected to be a wave 3, especially based on the strength and just the sheer size of this structure to the upside. We would like to see still continued upside, and unless it manages to keep up this structure and form the full impulse, yes, we will need to resume to tracking something like a diagonal structure that would be indeed considered a wave C. But at the moment, this doesn't really matter. At the moment, we can still track an impulse to the upside, and what I'm focusing on is specifically the internal wave 3. So as I was mentioning, we can track here something like a double 1-2, 1-2 setup, and then this could be considered a 1-2, a third wave up, a fourth wave down, and a fifth wave that would be unfolding to the upside right now. And within this wave 5, we actually would like to still see continuation, and we would expect to build a 5-wave structure. And within it, we have here a diagonal pattern, an ending diagonal within this wave 5, where in the wave 1, we basically have the wave 1 complete even. And then we have a wave 2 correction, and in the wave 3, we are tracking something like an ABC movement, and in this idea, we can track still continuation even within this wave C, but I have to be honest, it is possible that it has already formed a more significant top and that we should be prepared for a larger correction within this wave 4. Now, we will be tracking also still continuation higher in this push to the upside in this overall wave C, but if we fail to hold that relevant area of support, we will need to resume to this larger one, the larger correction in the wave 4, which is here between the $3.3 all the way down to the $1.3 level at a 61.8% retracement. Now this is Canadian dollars, and then if we fail to hold even this level of support, to be honest, we would need to assume that the entire structure may be complete, although it wouldn't necessarily be too clearly fulfilled. I might actually prefer to be tracking even possibly a different count in that scenario that, I don't know, maybe could allow such a pattern to be complete. Probably part of an overall diagonal structure, but at the moment we are still holding. We actually didn't even get to this area of support, and we are still consolidating at a very high level. And then, as I was mentioning, we will be tracking internally a different structure that could allow further continuation higher, and within this idea I actually have a couple of ideas how this movement could unfold. So overall, we are still tracking a larger wave C, the same as in the white scenario, but within this idea we are tracking this to be a wave 1, a wave 2, and then this would be a wave A instead of a wave 3. We would have here a wave B correction and a C wave that would be expected to unfold to the upside. Now within this wave C, we would also expect to form a 5-wave structure overall, and while the third wave itself could be complete, I would even be open to the idea of an extension within the wave 3 in something like an ABC movement. And in that case, we need to allow a decently deep area of support actually for a wave B correction, which would be here at the levels between the $4.4 all the way down to the $3.2 level, and breaking below the 78.6% retracement here would signal to us that this structure is most likely not going to form any further extensions, and that we should be prepared for the larger correction within the wave 4. And at this point, I probably even prefer the yellow scenario, to be honest. And within this retracement, we have even gotten basically to the area of support. Yeah, we did get here a quick touch once we have formed a more significant top within this structure. And yeah, I am open, I am preferring continuation higher, whether that is in a direct fashion or after a larger correction within this wave B, because we still have plenty of room within this support area. Now, if we want, we can even track some resistance levels internally, and we can notice that we have pushed basically in a three-wave structure into the last level of support, yeah, into the 78.6% retracement at the $5.6 level before we had this more significant rejection. Now, based on this structure, we do actually even prefer that we extend and form a reset of this wave B, although certainly it is not necessary. And then if we expect to form something like a larger ABC movement to the downside, we can even look for an ideal target in this orange interpretation, in this orange idea, and that would be at the $4 level, and a break here above the $5.6 level, above the previous swing high, and a sustained break above the area of resistance would be a signal that this structure is going to extend in a wave C to the upside in a more direct fashion. Now, as I was mentioning, this could have been a wave 3 top. We don't need to form a wave C. It could be just the fifth wave that would form from this area, and that would be all the same. We would have also reached that area of support. The main idea is we are expecting still continued upside as long as we hold the yellow area of support. Yeah, we still expect continuation higher within the yellow interpretation. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.